In real estate, many focus on closing deals and making or perhaps getting commissions. But what truly builds a long lasting career as a realtor is diligence. Realtors always stand out and win in the long run. Now, let's look at what diligence means for realtors. For realtors, diligence is not just working hard, it is doing the thing, the right thing consistently. Diligence means verifying property details before marketing it. Very of us make this kind of errors. And of course, knowing your listing inside out, so knowing it very well. Someone once called me and said, "Well, Karikatalk, how come that when someone mentioned a particular property, I can tell the location, the detail of that property?" Yes, it's my craft. Now, I think I so much understand it so well. So knowing your listing inside out, it's very, very, very lovely. Of course, following up with clients professionally is also an act of diligence. Professionally, not disturbing. I think we should clear out. We should make a clear line between this disturbing your client and the following up. We need to do this accurately and professionally, and of course, showing up on time for inspections and meetings. A lot of agents, a lot of realtors are guilty of this. You don't attend property meetings or inspections at the right time. You be the person coming late to see a client who want to pay millions, and not a client who want to buy pepper soup or want to buy atarodo. We should look into this. A diligent realtor prepares before speaking. You don't just speak, don't open your mouth. You know what to say at the right time. And of course, an unserious realtor improvises. That's what he can do. He just improvises, and of course, let's see how it works. So diligence versus also mentality is another aspect I want us to look together. And of course, many people enter real estate with also mindsets. Fast deals. Oh, fast money. So funny. But diligence is different from hustle, I must tell you. Also focuses on speed. Diligence focuses on accuracy and consistency. A diligent realtor who rather lose a deal than mislead a client. That is key. Rather lose a deal than you mislead a client, because that will spoil your reputation. And this is why diligent realtors build trust. Let that be your focus. Building trust is one of the key areas that you must show your interest. Now let's look at another part, which is how lack of diligence damages realtors. This is very important. I want us to pay attention to this. Many realtors lose credibility because because of incomplete information, sometimes because of poor follow-up, sometimes over-promising, and sometimes ignoring documentation. One careless mistake can damage your years of efforts. Take it from me. One careless mistake can damage your years of effort. And I'm sure none of you would like to find yourself in that kind of entanglement. So in real estate, your name is your brand. I don't joke with my name. That is my brand. And of course, diligence protects that name. Diligence builds client trust. That I want you to understand as well. Diligence builds client trust. Clients don't just buy property, they buy confidence. Someone they can really trust. Someone they have that confidence in. Do you have that kind of client that will give you money and say, "Go and pay, don't worry. Get me documents, see the lawyer, and just fix it. And tell me the documents, the property is safe. I trust you." If you have such clients, please hold them tight. They will build your future for you as well. When a realtor is diligent, clients feel safe. Referrals increase. Repeat businesses happen. Mind you, people may forget prices, but they don't forget how safe you made them feel. I tell you, that's a very interesting one. So let's move to another practical habit of diligence, realtor. Now, here are habits every diligent realtor should build. I want to itemize some, and please take note of this. Document everything. Everything you say, everything that happens, learn to document. It will help. And where you're negotiating commission, please document appropriately. This will be helpful. Respond to messages on time. A lot of us are very careless about it. You don't respond to your messages on time. They have to call you. Sorry, this is happening. Of course, we can be busy. I quite understand that, but make it a habit that I should always check my messages. And of course, another interesting one is learn to inspect properties personally. I know it's very, very uncomfortable at times. There are some properties that you need to send your PA, your boys, your guys, and people working with you, so to say. But learning to do it yourself goes a long way because you need to put it right. It's all about you and it's all about your brand. So inspecting properties personally helps if you can. So don't turn yourself to that CEO who does not leave his office, but always putting his leg on the table and hoping that things work. I quite understand that you should let the system work. I understand you should have some inspecting, you should have some guys and are doing inspections for you. But when it's really important, please learn to visit. It will go a long way. Keep learning about laws and the location. You need it so well, my brother. Improving yourself. Don't forget, nobody is an island, so don't relax that I've known it all. Education continues, it never stops. Be honest about risks. When you see risks that you think that will not go too well with your client, please say it and save your name. It is very, very important. Diligence is built in daily routines. Take it or leave it. Take this to the bank. You will be happy you did. And of course, let me move to another important part on diligence and the long-term success. I love this. I always love to discuss this. Many realtors quit because results don't come immediately. Rome was not built today, my brother. But real estate rewards those who stay consistently. And so please, if you cannot be consistent, if you cannot be diligent, if you cannot be patient, rather find another job. Real estate is not that business, not that place that you come in and you pick your money immediately. You need to be persistent, you need to be diligent, to be consistent, and of course, you need to be patient. Then in no time, results will start coming in periodically. Now, diligence compounds that I would like to share knowledge, relationship, and reputation. Take note of this. It will help you so well. Get enough knowledge for yourself. Make sure you build relationship with clients, with fellow agents, with fellow realtors, with fellow businessmen. And of course, reputation. Let people say good thing about you, each time they mention your name. That will help your brand. Over time, your diligence begins to market you. Your diligence start marketing you at a point. On the final thought, before I call it a day, don't forget that diligence may not bring instant commission, but it builds a career that lasts. Shortcuts may close one deal, but diligence builds a profession. As I call it today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that someone must have been touched. Thank you for watching. If you're a realtor and this message helped you, like the video and subscribe. Thank you. Have yourself a lovely day.